Alright, Ultimate Kahuna here. I'm going to be reading and sampling 4 books from Iron Age authors that I have not read yet. I will give each book 15 minutes. Whichever one grabs me, I will take in my hands and read it with my eyes. Alas, I'm going to be giving Black Saint by Timo Burnham. I'll be giving it a read. Mortal Descent by A.C. Pritchard. Look at that cover. Jisedai by D.P. Riley. And finally, Bridge House by Sabastian King. That is a chunker. Now, just for perspective, we have little itty bitty Jisedai. Very thin, beautiful cover, reasonable sized margins. Not big, not small, little, just medium. Good for the page size. Mortal Descent. And since they're a collection of short stories, they'll be a little easier to get through. And yeah, just normal size margins. I like it. The Black Saint. Little bit thicker. A little bit longer, too. I think we got a little over 200 pages on this bad boy. And they fill the page, but it's a similar margin. And now, this is Bridge House. Holy smokes, man. And this is a thing. So, it fills the entire page. And it's small. And this book is like 750 something pages long. Holy smokes. But now, disclaimer. I plan on reading all of these. This is just to decide which book I read next. This doesn't speak to the quality or... It doesn't speak to any bad quality in any of these stories as of yet. It is just partially what I'm in the mood for and partially what grabs me initially, giving each book 15 minutes. So today we're going to be reading The Black Saint by Timo Burnham. Ooh. Leslie, you filthy dog-sniffing woman! I'm sorry? Get away from that book! The first book I will be reading is The Black Saint by Timo Burnham.
I wondered if The Black Saint would be the book that I picked when I was reading it. It was a little more based on social interaction than action, like most of the Iron Age books that I've been reading recently. So just based on my mood, I wondered if this would be the one.
All right, so got 20 minutes into The Black Saint by Timo Burnham. I'm really digging this so far. It's nothing crazy's happening yet. It's just gently easing you into the story and the characters and getting to know them. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, but no, it's a great, very casual introduction to this story so far. I'm looking forward to reading this one more. And maybe it's just my mood, but I'm feeling like this could be the one. And it's just the first one I'm trying, so. All right, let's see what's next. Next, we have Jisedai by D.P. Riley. We'll give this a shot.
Now, this book started off with action right off the bat. Not only that, it was tremendously good action. I could visualize the fight very easily in my mind. It explained enough to allow me to explore and enjoy the story, but not so much that I was overwhelmed. Great opening.
All right, done with my portion of Jisedai by D.P. Riley. This does not start off relaxed at all. It starts off with a fantastic sword fight and then the beginnings of a horrible life experience for a young girl. And I think she was just about to escape. Dang it. That's the problem with setting a time limit on yourself while reading, aside from the pressure. It can cut you off at any time. Alas, Next book. Next, we will tackle the big one, because I've been avoiding it. Bridge House. Woo!
The story started off in a much different way than I anticipated. Almost more like a pilot going to an airline, just in the future. With a touch of heartbreak and some poetic imagery on the beach. It felt like the other shoe was about to drop at any time. But perhaps that's just conditioning on my part.
Alright, so, made it about 10 or 11 pages in. But, like I said, this thing, I've read this much of this book. But, like I said, it's a small margin and these pages are packed. Nothing huge has happened so far. I like the feeling that it's giving, though. Somehow, this feels very run-of-the-mill things happening here, but it feels like the other shoe is about to drop. I have a sense of dread about something in this story that hasn't happened yet, and so I'm curious where this is going from here. I need to read more of this book. I need answers. Alas, putting down that tome, time to get into Mortal Descent by my buddy, A.C. Pritchard. Curious to read it, buddy.
The opening of this book is straight into the action, into a major world event, very different than some of the other books that I've read so far. And the language used, the poetic nature of it was really appealing to me. Plus, it's in first person, which you don't see very often.
And done. I really liked that. That was really, really cool. AC, you have a really good way of vividly describing the scene and making me feel like I'm there. Now, there's a problem. I love these and these. Oh. And I will read all of them, but I have to pick one to start out of these four.
One eternity later.
All right. I like the way the Black Saint started. It was nice and calm. It was just introducing the characters. Jisedai started off opposite of that with a bang. And it's an intense fight to start, which I enjoyed as well. Bridge House started off with an ordinary day. Seemingly, anyway. A little bit of lovemaking. You know, a little spice. And it felt like something big was about to happen. AC started off with a historic event. A very strong historic event in his world. Bridge House, you're eliminated for now. Very interested to keep reading, but just not there yet with this one. And I have to eliminate 3 of these. Jisedai, soon, but not yet.
Next time, baby.
These are both excellent books so far, just starting off. I think it's because of my mood. I want something a little more cozy. And that leans only one direction. Alright, so the next book I'm going to be reading, The Black Saint by Timo Burnham. Congratulations.
Alright, it's been a good one.
I think you know what I'm going to say next.
The end.